Most Dragon Ball fans watched the 2026 Dragon Ball Battle Hour and just saw a random list of major announcements. A remake here, a sequel game here, and some DLC to fill in the gaps. But if you actually look at it all as a whole, none of this is random. This is a coordinated takeover, and we're going to be seeing the biggest franchise shift since 2015. And if you connect the dots between Xenoverse 3, the Dragon Ball Super remake, and the direction Dragon Ball games are going in, the future of Dragon Ball looks entirely different than you might think. So let's break down the details that you missed and why it changes literally everything. First, let's start with the brand new Dragon Ball Super remake trailer. On the surface, it's just a Battle of Gods arc again, right? Wrong. If you look at Beerus in the original Dragon Ball Super anime, throughout the series, he becomes this sort of gag uncle type character. But here in this trailer, and what they've been saying at these panels, is that he's going to be much more sinister this time around. He's going to feel dangerous again. It is a deliberate correction that they are making to make it more faithful to Akira Toriyama's manga. They said this during the panel. But not only that, the combat looks completely different as well. They are reanimating every single scene to make it more crisp and look a lot better. So it's not going to be like Dragon Ball Z Kai where they reuse a ton of animations. We're getting everything new, which is amazing. When describing this trailer, the producers use the word reconstruction for the story and the animation. So they are treating this like a new show entirely. I think it's going to be almost completely manga faithful. If not, the endings are literally going to be different. And as I just mentioned, animation is going to be through the roof. And the biggest thing about this trailer though is at the very end. We are obviously in a healing pod and Frieza is being resurrected, meaning after Dragon Ball Super Beerus, they are going to move into the Resurrection of F arc. This is great news because despite us thinking that they were going to remake all of Dragon Ball Super, it wasn't confirmed until just now. Now we can relax and realize they are going to do every single arc one by one leading up to the Moro arc, which is fantastic. They're going to remake Dragon Ball Super and really fix the foundation so that they can transition smoothly into Dragon Ball Super Season 2. And now we're on to the biggest announcement of the event, the whole reason I even made this video. Xenoverse 3 is officially real and confirmed. Yes, you heard that right. This is not AI or anything like that. This trailer is very real and amazing. If you don't know, Xenoverse 3 is going to be set in age 1000, which is around 200 years after the events of Dragon Ball. But when you watch the trailer, that makes you wonder, why is Piccolo here? Maybe Namekians live a lot longer, that could explain it. But then as you watch it further, Bulma's here as well. So the question everyone's asking, are we going to see Goku and Vegeta? I bet we will, but we'll just have to wait and see. Not only that, but time patrollers are still a thing, but instead of going to the past, it kind of seems like you go around the city and fix these incidents. So that really reminds me of a game like the PlayStation Spider-Man where you swing around the city and fight bad guys. Maybe it's going to be something similar here, but only time will tell. And honestly, from the trailer, it looks like the gameplay is almost fully open world, similar to Xenoverse 2, but way more immersive and huge. I am super excited for this aspect of it. Seems like you can go do whatever you want. There's even a girl who makes music in it, so that leads me to believe you can like maybe go to her music shop and help her make music. That's just something I'm thinking, not confirmed. There's so many directions that they could take this game that it's actually insane. And then towards the end of this trailer, you actually wake up in your own room before Bulma crashes into your room. So really, I think this is a completely immersive and open world where you have your own room and it's almost fully customizable, the whole city to however you want it. It's basically GTA 6 Dragon Ball Edition. Now, maybe I'm thinking a little ambitious here, but it's been 10 years since the last Xenoverse. It should be a lot better, and I think it will be. And here's the part that I feel like a lot of people maybe clicked off the live stream or skimmed over, but trust me, this is a huge deal, and I don't think a lot of people are realizing it. Sparking Zero is getting a huge update. It's almost going to be an entirely new game, and this matters a lot, so pay attention towards the end. We're getting 30 new playable characters, many new skins, many new super attacks, a brand new game mode that seems super fun and huge, where you pick a map, fight certain characters, and level up certain characters. Something you could grind almost endlessly. A ton of content, 4 new maps, Kame's Lookout, Kame's House, the Earth Stratosphere, and Planet Vegeta Stratosphere. It's almost like they're dropping an entirely new game, but why now? We'll get into that a little bit later. After 10 years of service, Xenoverse 2 is finally getting their final DLC coming soon. Now, I know you're thinking, well, this is obvious because Xenoverse 3 is coming out, and you're correct, but at the end of the video, you'll see how it all comes together. They also announced a massive crossover between the games Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, in Dragon Ball Z Gexen Squadron. Legends and Dokkan are getting their own Xenoverse 2 specific characters into the game, and Dragon Ball Gexen Squadron is getting 2 unique skins. So in a way, this is sort of a Xenoverse 2 complete send-off and sort of a thank you for all of the years of service that Xenoverse 2 did, and I'm sure the billions of dollars that it made them. So with the Sparking Zero almost reset, the Xenoverse 2 final DLC, the collaboration of Xenoverse 2 with these huge Dragon Ball mobile games, what does this all mean? They are sending off the old era of Dragon Ball games and Dragon Ball as a whole. I genuinely think they are going to wash themselves away of the original Dragon Ball Super release, including all of the games with it. And I think they genuinely held back this update for Sparking Zero so that Sparking Zero fits in the new wave of Dragon Ball games. If Sparking Zero released with this update on launch, it would be talked about as one of the greatest Dragon Ball games of all time. I think this is intentional. We are witnessing the greatest shift in Dragon Ball history maybe ever, and the future is looking bright. We are eating good as Dragon Ball fans. But if you want to see the Xenoverse 3 trailer for yourself, watch my reaction, click the video on the screen right now, and for constant Dragon Ball news and hot takes, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.